we have a look at these then, Tony. Okay, so I've drawn the lines down basically from the middle of you.
Yeah.
You can see on this left-hand one how your head was almost in front of the ball.
Yeah.
Your hands were a long way in front, and that ball, as a result, was too far back in the stance.
Yeah.
The negative we had on that was having the club leaning too far forward. We de-lofted the golf club. So when you had a bit of loft to play with, 7s, 8s and 9s, it was all right, you get away with it. But a 6 and a 5 in the hybrid, there's just not enough angle on that metal to get the ball up in the air. As a result. Now that may have happened, as we said, because the ball was hooking to the left, you just started moving it further back. Who knows, okay? But if we look at that grip there now, from this position I can see both your left thumb, the fingers that are going to be going underneath that right thumb normally, okay? And that right thumb's a bit off to the side there, okay? We zoom in on this one here now, still see the fingers, but the thumb's gone. In reality, it could go a smidgen more, and I think that's going to be just dropping it down. And the important thing is to remember, you're holding like a bicep curl position and just basically turn your hand here, like you're just turning a jam jar lid, We don't want to take the whole arm and pull it in a massive manner, because you still want to have that shoulder, as we show there now, right below the left shoulder, We don't want to be kind of leaning over and making it awkward, because the problem is then you'll change one thing, then something else goes wrong, So once that grip is better... No, that's fine, that's okay, that's pretty good, to be fair. I mean, your right shoulder's definitely lower than your left one. Your hands are just in front of the golf ball. Putting these clubs on the ground here now will give you an indication, so you can get used to that. As we said, a reference for most people is if you look down, your hands are over your left foot. Now, if your head goes forward, okay, and the hands go back this way, okay, it won't quite look the same if we go from sort of there now. So your hands now are inside your foot. There'll be daylight there if you look down there. So there's a bit of a reference. Obviously, you can still have your hands looking over the foot. You can have two wrongs, but I think that'd be quite extreme to do that. So you'll start at least when you're on a golf course, you can go, okay, this is what it should look like, and you'll start learning what that feels and therefore looks like. Okay, so you can repeat it a lot more, because once this elbow is nicely soft in that sort of hammer curl position, as we said there, okay, as you go back to the top of the backswing, we can turn back nice, we can bend the right arm. The fact that the club face now pointing a bit more back to the camera means that club is in a much more square position. We can come back, really good impact there now, okay, hands nicely in front of the golf ball. Because the ball now is slightly further forward, the angle in the shot is more this way, as opposed to hitting it early. The ball's just too far back, you're just hitting it early on the swing. So with a less lofted club, it's de-lofted, hit early, it's not going to go very high. And then, of course, as a result, you're going to start pulling back on that to get up in the air. This one here now, we had a nice sort of twisting through up onto that left side. Could he have moved it a little bit more? Yes. But the overall top half of the swing looks pretty good. I think obviously there's a few things we're thinking about in terms of that setup, so this kind of forgot to work. But not the be-all and end-all at the moment now. The focus for me now is controlling that club face. Like I said, sit at home on the sofa with a club in your hand and just hinge that wrist. And if you could do it for, almost set yourself a timer, okay, can I do it for 15, 20 minutes? Which you think, this should be easy, okay? Put the golf on or put something on TV and just watch the ad breaks come on, If your hands are like, they're sore, you're gripping too tight. And you'll soon learn really after a while how loose you actually hold that club. Not trying to sound like Yoda, but trying to become at one with the golf club, where you say, I can move it around and you're the boss of the club and what it should do. If you're there going as if like a live animal going to sort of jeer off in a direction, you're not under control of that club, So nice and loose, just say, write your name or move it around, whatever you want to do. Twist it, close it. Use that drill, as we said, to find your neutral. If you start off with the club face sort of vertical there, and you can turn the club face that direction left, only that direction right, then generally saying, we say neutral's probably about there now, which means that ball's going left, If likewise you've got the club sitting down there, okay, and you're going to turn it this way, then you can turn it right the other way. Now neutral's over there somewhere. So that ball's going to be exactly. So just to give you a reference point of kind of what is your neutral, because yours, mine, the next person's going to be different. Okay, make sense with that one,
Yeah.
Excellent, good stuff. Right.